Echo is drafted here. Not to mention, we've got Carl Teasy on that Lancelot, a favorite, obviously, of his, and it changed the world in that hero alone. So we'll see how this all plays out. If Smartmaker can take us to a game number 3, or Echo continues their streak in a sweep.
You know the biggest exclamation point for me here for that Lancelot pick is how early it was picked up.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't care.
So I think it's like a test.
All right.
Yeah.
To be fair, most Lancelots these days get banned in the first phase.
That's true.
Right?
Though.
In between the Fred and the Baksha, you kind of like the Lancelot. So I understand where Echo's coming from.
So there it is. Ban out will be, of course, a Beatrix. It got counterpicked against Kelra. Again, Claude doesn't really make sense here. We were expecting the Harif maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, it's all up to Kelra. Wants to survive more with the Brody pick.
Definitely looks like your Kelra starter pack.
The Kelra starter pack.
Those 3 heroes. Yeah,
Yeah, the booster pack, that would be it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Anything out of the emblems that stick out here, Rockhart?
The biggest one is obviously the Assassin emblem pickup here, coming in from the Echo lineup, which means they want to go fast. Even their roams want to go fast in movement. Everyone else, they just want to go fight. And I wonder if you're going to be obliging them if you're Omega. Is it wise to oblige Echo in a lineup that obviously wants to fight?
Yeah, I think not only that, whether you're obliging them or not, is also just, once again, somehow figuring out how to counterplay around JP and Sanji, right? Again, those 2 heroes alone are going to be the first stepping stones that Smart Omega has to get around, especially as the level 4s come into play, you know, into that first turtle even, as we see them rotate up there for now. And this is where it really is going to matter. We'll see how this plays out. If it's the first turtle going to the hands.
Whoa, Matty boy.
Definitely sure that wasn't on purpose. And it doesn't help the situation that Etomax actually stole away the rough waves. Here we go, breaking out. There's your shatter. JP very low. JP barely gets away. Sanji does first blood on the Ryota. Sanji gets 2K. Down goes Matt, and Carl Teasy takes the turtle as well. The Mamba has fallen. Thank you very much. Echo walks away with everything.
That was a disaster for Smart Omega right there, right? Kelra flickering as well to stay alive, but wow, 4 deaths plus that turtle. Just all going in the hands of Echo here. That is a strong start this early on, and it could be a preview of what to happen.
Joseph, that's an understatement. A strong start? 4-0 turtle? Dude,
that's a massive start.
Right? It's big damn.
It's big damn.
It's big damn, I gotta say. It's funny, it wasn't even a combo, a Breath of the Ocean, Rough Waves combo. It was the other way around. It was Rough Waves into the Breath of the Ocean.
Here we go, wild charge coming in. And the pull, Benny Cutie gets hit with a heavy spin from the back. And Matt finds sweet vengeance.
Oh, good play. But Matt
he might get traded.
Oh, that's it. He's down. JP gets him.
Okay.
That felt weird. That was an overplay.
It was like throwing a lot at the wall, you know?
Maybe too much, because I feel like that would have been a kill already if Matt hadn't jumped in. Sorry, against the wall. It feels weird.
I guess, in addition, one more adjective, it felt unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Like, you didn't have to do that right then and there, but now Sanford forced to use a split as Ryota pops the Primal Wrath. Ain't no one home. It's a dead lane, and still Carl Teasy coming in. Phantom Execution steals away the golden buff.
Yeah, again, you know, Smart Omega, like I said, I think at some point they're just trying to get what they can, especially with that big damn start or deficit that they had to deal with that first turtle. That's tough to deal with, right? And this also gives the confidence. Look at Carl Teasy, he's 2 levels ahead of Matt. Gonna force him to fight for this buff.
Here we go, heavy spin on the Carl Teasy. Down goes Cam. Wild charge on the Carl Teasy. Everything but the kitchen sink. Chaknu scores a kill.
Hey, that was great, though, for Matt, right? He's like, all right, I see you. I see you, Carl Teasy.
That was an overplay. That was actually very bad as well for Echo since it's already turtle time. So obviously the timers are very short, but somehow they're still holding on to it.
Yep, Ryota here forced to use a flicker on ward. Couldn't find Sanji, and they're just scrumming around. Benny Cutie armed with the Renner. Goes for the flank, looking at this now. Here we go, throwing out a bullet. Ryota gets caught into the grab. Sanford walks away so casually as Echo gain control of the turtle pit.
Okay, now they're going to go ahead and start that up. Kelro working on the top side there. See how they find it out. Both junglers getting prepped and ready.
Turtle less than half health here. Going in for the combo. Benicudi pops Chaknu. And there's the retribution. Matt scores a big one. Second turtle of the game going over to the barangay.
All right, so a lot of question marks being thrown up here. You know, exclamation points, what's happening? A lot of skills missing. But so far, it is going to be for Omega. They're slowly catching up at least.
Yeah, again, a little scrappy, right? But Smart Omega doing what they have to do. At 2 Max also holding on to the Divine Judgment here. See if they can play around it. But that's the one thing is Matt's finding these retributions. If he can continue to do that, punish Carl Teasy, maybe make Carl Teasy think now twice before doing what he did earlier, right? Getting locked down. That might be what it takes for Smart Omega too. You know, throw everything but the kitchen sink at Echo for now.
Yeah.
And kind of work around that.
Every small thing counts. You'll notice Heptacy's already built up for Kelra, so he's actually pretty strong right now.
Conceal coming in. JP goes for the pull. Divine Judgment onto Ryota. He brought the Primal Wrath. And from the flank, Sanji finds him. There's a pickoff. Huge for Echo.
Echo definitely not overthinking anything right now. They're just playing it nice and simple. If there's an enemy in front of us, let's throw out our skills and see what Omega does.
Here we go. One more time to engage. Etomax used the flicker, getting out of there. Kelra still alive. Torn up by memory, but Carl Teasy makes a beeline for him. Phantom execution underneath tier 1. Etomax goes down. Sanji drowns him. And now Chakno gets a grab on him by Sanford. Where's he going? Oh, Sanford with a dismount. In comes Matt with a headbutt. Looking for an isolation play here. Echo deep behind enemy territory inside Omega's jungle.
Oh, I don't think they're done yet. Matt's in trouble.
Oh, Matt's in trouble here. We'll be able to dash on out
Skadoosh.
there. But that does leave Echo with a 4.2k gold lead at 7 minutes. That's massive.
Yeah, that's dire right now for Smart Omega. Next turtle's going to be up here. It's a 1-for-1 in terms of the turtles. We'll see if Matt can actually finesse his way for this one as well. He's going to go ahead and work on that orange buff. Turtle waiting patiently there, but look at the rest of the team where they're setting up Echo as well on the upper side of the map. They might just give this one up. They might not even contest it. We'll see if they do. Carl Teasy has the information that he needs. Turtle going to be pulled down here.
This might be two turrets on top side if they go for it, but no. Echo decides to respond.
Coming in, Sanford gets hit with a wild charge and a few beads from Kelra. Split, keeping him alive. And look at this, inside the turtle pit, Carl Teasy. Side through, long range Divine Judgment, y'all saw that as Kelra falls. Big pickoff, big objective take for Omega. Rather, Echo here sitting at 6k ahead.
In the end, Echo, they find the target they're looking for, the turtle and Kelra.
Again, that purple going to be taken as well from Matt. They hold on to the tier 1 turret though. That's at least something for Smart Omega to celebrate for now. You know, it's tough because when you're really dealing with this, and like we were saying in the previous game, you're almost at a 7,000 gold deficit 9 minutes in. You know, this doesn't really allow you to do what you want to do against these objective takes like the Lord. And I'm going to go ahead and reference that chart we saw before this whole thing started up. You saw how low it was in terms of objectives for Smart Omega. And you're seeing why. We'll see if they can do something.
Kelra here, got hit with a Petrify, and that's all she wrote. Hits a big torn apart memory, but not enough stacks. No one home underneath tier 2 down bottom. Chaknu looking low, but they pop Sanji in response. 1-for-1 so far. JP gets his immortality pop. Sanford still alive. Split, gets the mount. Grab, displacing him. Heavy spin on Matt. Oh, but how much longer? Carl Teasy growing in. Gets 2 down. Chaknu and Matt. Now it's just Ryota and Etomax. Omega holding on to this tier 2 down bottom. Sanford gets another split. Earth Shatter up, and Carl Teasy just plays the Demolition Man, taking down that tier 2 turret.
Sanford.
Please, the Sandu is a little feisty today, boys.
Oh, they are.
What is up with these kiddos?
They're on point. That's what's happening here. You know, it was a great wall. It was a great Guardian's Barrier from Chaknu earlier. But again, it's kind of just showing how far ahead Echo is. Obviously, with that 8k gold lead, they're able to kind of pull off some of these more risky plays and a little aggressive plays, and that's what they really want to do. Now that this Lord is up here, though, Smart Omega, you know, with this lineup, Rockhart, are they better? Are they going to contest it? Is this something they want to do?
Well,
or should they be a little more defensive with this one?
At the very least, they're staying together. So the ISO that we're talking about here, the single target pickoff that Echo is so capable of will not be as pronounced, but now they're getting split up for some reason. Slowly but surely.
JP gets a divine judgment and Carl Deasy cleans up on the back. Etomax falls alongside Shaq. It's 3 members of Omega left, Ryota, Kelra, and Matt. There's not much they can do. Echo can actually do everything that they want. The grab the mount, and the Primal Wrath not enough. Benny Cutie pops a cap in Ryota. And with that said, it's just Kelra and Matt. Echo pulling doubles, a push in mid, and Carl Deasy 1v1 with the Lord.
That was a beautiful alley-oop right there. And then again, we're seeing Echo not really afraid to fight under these turrets. That is how ahead they are. 10K, almost 11K right now. 60% itemization. I feel like everything is just going in favor of Echo here. You'll see the gold is just almost double here for the gold laners as well. That's already a sign that, you know what, things are going downhill really quickly. But if you're Omega, you're still looking for that. You're still looking for that you know, that money heavy spin that we've been waiting for since earlier.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried though, because even if you get that money heavy spin, man, the deficit is very, very bleak, right? I mean,
it's astronomical, man. 12K, come on.
It's tough.
Whoa!
And they're going for it.
That's a deep dive by Echo. Gets punished by Kelra. And that's one way to start.
That's one way to start, yeah.
Oh, wait! Echo claps back. Down goes Kelra. Sanji pops him. Now Ryota hold on for dear life. The snipe misses. Echo gets in the way. Benny Cutie forward. Flicker in. Inside their base. Hits a shotgun right into the turret's face. And now they're inside. The wave from down bottom clearing that turret. Echo slowly but surely circling its prey.
Okay, we got to take a breather here. Right now, man, Smart Omega holding on to one base turret. Echo probably won't be able to end it here. You know, I don't think they will be able to just yet. Smart Omega should be able to clear things out. They've lost those 2 turrets, unless, again, Echo just decides, you know what, let's just cap it in. We're going to go for it. They could, because you even saw Benny Cutie like flickering in, trying to get that immortality out, the rest of the kills if he could. They're playing aggressively because of that 12K gold lead that they have. You know, this allows them to do that. Now that's why I'm wondering, you know, Rockhart, is there some way, somehow, Smart Omega stays in the game and drags this out? I honestly think they need another 8 to 10 minutes, right? It's a while.
I love the look on your faces, because there's not really a single play that's going to get them back here. I think it's going to be a chain of very unfortunate events here for Echo.
A very specific
chain of events.
That's right.
And the odds of that happening are, like you guys mentioned, astronomical.
Yeah.
If you think about it. But there's always that possibility that, you know what, Echo overplays their hands. We've seen a few moments here in this game where, you know what, Carl Deasy's somewhere he's not supposed to be.
Yeah, they get a little too playful.
Yeah. San Duo just basically, you know, TPing in the wrong spot. We've seen teams fall to that as well. But like you mentioned, Leo, very, very specific scenarios.
Yeah, I'd like to be on the record as a witness to what people call Omega timers, year in, year out, right? Season after season. But for those to happen, it's more than just a stroke of genius, right? It has to be, all right, what's going on?
Is this right behind us?
Yes, literally right behind us. Hello.
Oh,
See, I wave my hand.
All right.
All right,
Hello.
great.
There. So,
All right, that totally derailed my train of thought. Anyways.
I was going to say, you were talking about the Omega timers.
Yes. A lot of people, I've spent some time in the off during the weekdays studying our VODs, and I looked at the comment section. People are like, why do they keep saying Omega timers? Why do they keep saying Omega timers? Well, it's because, folks, Omega has this uncanny ability to, in the late game, make decisions that no other teams would.
It's like a passive.
That's right. So for them to get there, they need to get past the 18-minute mark. But the way they're playing now, I don't think we're going to get there.
yeah.
The way Echo is playing also specifically.
I mean, Echo's already playing it, like, I would say, not really super to the maximum.
Yeah.
Right now.
They're not min-maxing.
They're not min-maxing at all. So to get to that point, we've seen Echo do it. We've seen Echo really get to a point where, what the heck just happened, right? Every season. But now, they're facing off a team that's super duper consistent.
Well,
The way that they've been able to do those things are for teams that are normally consistent to suddenly just make huge mistakes.
I do want to set the kind of the, I guess, environment here for Barangay fans, because you got to remember, they're at, like, I think it's 6th place right now in the standings.
Yeah, barely 6th.
Barely 6th.
Yeah.
So if they get swept here by Echo, this is yet another, I guess, chance that they get out of that 6th place and they get bumped down to 7. It is a very real possibility with the way things are falling into place here, right? So given that whole situation, it would be of best regard for Smart Omega to actually get a series, like not even a series, a point at this point, right?
Yep.
Because it's so close, especially there in the lower standings. And for Echo, again, they're already secured to the playoffs, as we heard earlier today, you know, but they're just showing that no matter what, no matter that situation as well, being in the playoffs, they are still going to give their best every single game here, opportunity that they have. And that's exactly what we've seen so far. Some of the best alley-oops and kind of synergy of abilities and even ultimates available for this lineup has been showcased from Echo here with this lineup they have. Now this Lord is up. Most likely Smart Omega wants to go for something, but you can see even JP, the rest of the crew getting in position here.
Right, so getting into position is so crucial here for Matt. He has full vision, but I think they might be a little bit too late. I don't know how confident Echo are.
Walks right into that bush via the Cyclone Eye and gets hit with a Divine Judgment. Ryota popped like that. And now Etama steals away the Divine Judgment. I don't think Omega was waiting. I don't think they were expecting that. And they find Carl Tizzy with the heavy spin. Down goes the young goat. Check your base.
Check your base.
Oh, the storm. Wait a minute. Flicker out underneath, ladies and gentlemen. Echo gets away with it. Damn you, Benny! Damn you!
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance. Benny Cutie does it again. Wow.
Just leave it to Echo to end the game with a flourish.
This young man has done it. This Grand Finals MVP has done it all across Manila, Cambodia, Jakarta. Nowhere is safe. Benny's gonna find your base.
Benny